What you looking at? What you looking at? You eyeballing me, boy? The nerve of some people. What's right with you people? This is Anansi and welcome back to Jak 3. In the last one, we went through a lava gauntlet and got a new dark power, the ability to turn invisible. In this one, we're going to take advantage of that to go further and further into the precursor temple. Ah! Keep eyeballing me. Okay, spiders. Why is it gotta be spiders? Well, it could be worse. Could be a giant spider. I'm surprised that Jak didn't shoot that thing when it came through the wall. Maybe he didn't see it. I don't know. Oh wait, the reflector out. There we go. That's better. Didn't realize I didn't have the main weapon out till I fired the main weapon. And now we're just to a new mechanic: dark eco wells. They're bringing back the old wells from Jak and Daxter. But they're putting a twist on it. You now get dark eco wells. You don't really need it. I'm not going to use it because screw it. At least not right now anyway. If I need to use it I will, but I don't. Oh wait, that's right. Right, they're one-hit kills. Screw you guys! I have dark powers. You know what? Yeah, those things I always forget about. Not gonna lie. Let's get some more dark eco. And there we go. Let's keep going here. Okay, so what's this on about? Okay, well. I think I get. Oh no! That was just uncalled for, people. Right, the obstacle course. Because nothing can ever be straightforward, can it? There we go, and there we go. Right. It's not that easy. You have to do... Do I need to calculate this again? No, I can't. Okay, you gotta do this right here. You go invisible. And there you go. And you gotta be quick because I believe this invisibility is on a time limit. There we go. What's this? Oh, right. I remember now. Okay, I remember now. Okay, we're good. I remember now. Oh, there we go. Now, luckily, I don't think invisibility actually takes dark eco powers. Oh crap! Oh crap! I messed that up. Be back at the start. No, actually, no, we're very far in. So yeah, once again, the checkpoint system in Jak 3 is a lot more forgiving than Jak 2. You can actually make some mistakes and not be sent back to the beginning of the level. Nope. And here we go. Yeah, it is kind of unfortunate that you can't really use dark invisibility as often as you'd like. It's pretty much only when the game deems it necessary for you to use it, so it's one of those useless abilities, but luckily they don't make it use dark Jak powers to make it easy. Also, yeah, no. You do that number right there. There's nothing funnier than doing this right here inside this room and seeing all the spiders get, you know, knocked around like that. It is just the funniest thing. It is the funniest thing ever. And I think we're at the end here.
I want no excuses. You told me this could be done. Now make it so.
But we have so little time. The Daystar approaches. You know what it brings.
Unfortunate, yes. We will deal with that as soon as I have full access to the catacombs. Just continue your work, and I'll deal with those idiots in Haven. I promise, you will meet your makers. Why are the catacombs so important?
Interesting. Also, what are the catacombs? Did we actually ever see those in Jak and Daxter? I don't think so. You can now afford to purchase new secrets. Well, we'll do that in a second. Let's see what the big precursor statue wants.
Hey, it's one of those goober-eyed precursor thingies.
Greetings, great warrior. Your return brings us great hope. This planet's future is at a critical juncture. The Dark Ones have found your world again, and fate hangs in the balance where the past and the future collide.
Do you have any idea what he just said? Speak the normal language, okay?
You will need all the power you can muster to survive this terrible test, Great One.
I can handle it.
I was talking to the tall one, Shorty.
Hey!
Look into the light and receive a power, hero.
Okay, well now you're scaring me.
Dax, the dark eco. It feels far away. I feel better.
Now you have a Light Jak. By holding L2 and pressing triangle, you activate Light Jak's powers. And this gives you the ability to regenerate. And like I said, due to the fact that you might accidentally activate it without needing to, because you activate Dark Jak by hitting L2, and you deactivate it by hitting L2 as well. But you activate Light Jak by holding this and a corresponding element, corresponding action button. So yeah. And I'm gonna say it right now. This is why I wasn't sure. Does this activate a cutscene? I don't think it does it? No, okay, it doesn't. This is why I wasn't certain about whether or not what we got in Jak and Daxter was light eco or white eco. Because light eco, in terms of Jak 3, the form it gives you is very different than Jak and Daxter's form, and the eco you get from at the end of Jak and Daxter is white, whereas the eco stars you will find now look like pure light balls. They look like pure balls of light. That's why I wasn't certain if it was white eco or light eco. I like to think they retconned it, or if there are subtitles that it was white eco. But if it is light eco and they just retconned what it does and how it looks in Jak 3, then that's fine too. You know. But yeah, I like the concept of Light Jak, and we are going to get powers for Light Jak going through. Like for instance, I'm gonna let you know right now, we are going to get a few more. Well, we're going to get one more Dark Jak power in the game. I'll let you know that one up off the bat. But we're going to be spending most of our time getting Light Jak powers to compensate. To help Light Jak catch up, and pretty much every single Light Jak power is useful. Like, unlike Dark Jak, where only 3 of them are useful because you can activate them any. Okay, my bad. I got confused there. We can activate them anytime you want. Light Jak has, like, every single power can be activated whenever you feel like doing so. Grab this. He just killed himself right now. I don't know what his problem was. And now we're going to do. No, wait. Not yet. But yeah, I love the concept of Light Jak. I love the design for Light Jak. And the best part about Light Jack, unlike Dark Jack, is when you are in Light Jack mode, you get access to all visibilities, and Jack pulls a gun. So it's pretty much just Jack, but you have more defensive capabilities. But you can compensate for that by using his natural armament to make the missions easier if you need Light Jack. Keep in mind though, whenever you're using some of Light Jack's powers, especially they will drain. They will drain. You can with regeneration, unlike the other Light Jack powers, regeneration I think will not leave you in Light Jack mode. It will return you back to normal Jack. But every bit of health you regenerate takes a little bit off the light eco meter, so you can't just spam it unless you. I think there's an itch you prefer infinite Light and Dark Jack powers. It helps. It does. But don't rely on it too much. And now, as a result, there are light eco wells opened up over the world. I don't think they're all opened up, but enough of them open up that you can make use of it. There it is. There it is. There it is. So yeah. But I do have one small problem with Light Jack. Unlike Dark Jack, which was like a whole thing, they dedicated like the whole opening of Jack 2 to the fact that Dark Jack exists. Light Jack's just kind of handed to you. Now the argument could be that you went through the trials and you got Light Jack, and it's supposed to be as traumatic as Light Jack, and the argument can be made that the main point of that whole scene was seeing that Vigor and Seam are colluding with each other, or at the very least they are dealing with each other. I think it would have been more interesting if like a metalhead, or maybe we see one of the dark creatures that they're warning us about infiltrate the temple, and we get a different Light Jack power as opposed to the one we got now. And I'll tell you the one I think we should have gotten to make it more interesting from a narrative perspective and make it more impactful when we get that power. But yeah, let's get on with get on.
Attention all people of Spargus. A large storm is heading our way. Prepare the city. Jack, there are 4 wastelanders out there who still have not reported in. I want you to go out and find them. Do whatever it takes to bring them back.
So yeah, back to the wasteland we go. Ain't no rest for the wicked, huh? But yeah, with Light Jack has an assortment of powers, and okay, I take it back. All but one of them are really useful, but the one that's not really useful is argued it can still be useful in certain situations if you use it. And I'll point it out when we get to it. But yeah, I feel like if we had gotten one particular power, well, actually, let's make it 2 powers. But I understand why they give you that one when they give it to you. If you had one particular Light Jack power beforehand, so that you get to keep the Light Jack form active, I think it would have been more impactful from a narrative perspective. And that's honestly my only real complaint with Light Jack. Light Jack doesn't break the game. I think he's balanced enough that you can make use of him in tight situations when you need to. And his abilities are not so spammable that you can't that it breaks the game in half. There's still enough tension to keep it going, you know. Gotta be quick here. You are gonna want to make use of the boosts here because, oh boy, are you on a time limit. Okay. Excuse me. Coming through. Gangway. Alright, now I remember how this works. Okay, come on. But yeah, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. I'll point it out when we get to it. But if my only complaint is that it narratively could have been better, then that's not the worst complaint that can be leveled at a gameplay mechanic. And you have to remember, this came out back before they made like big gameplay mechanics, like parts in the narrative. Like you will see your characters using these things within the narrative of the game, and it will affect the narrative of the game or the perception of people around them. And they were still taking the effort to make sure it happened, you know. So yeah. But yeah, anyway, we're now rescuing Wastelanders, and in case you're wondering, you know, if that sandstorm that he was talking about does come to play, it is. We're currently in it right now. Grab this. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. This sand shark can really get going.
Please help.
In you go. I do like that the sand shark's wheels are pretty much as pads, like little giant fins that essentially swim through the sand. Which, if my memory serves correct, is actually the kind of tires you want when you're going through a desert environment. There we go. I might blow up here at least once. That's fine. I do it all the time. Unlike Jak and Daxter, where I try my best to never do it, never get killed inside that game. This one, the Jak 2 and 3, you are going to die. Don't try to avoid it. Just accept your fate and learn the next time around. Okay. Here we go.
Help me!
I forget how many times you do this, because a lot of these missions aren't just one and done. Unlike Jak and unlike Jak 2, where I believe some of the missions are one and dones. A lot of these missions you do recurrently enough that it feels like it is a natural part of the world. Like, you know, it's like, you know, we gotta say these sand people, see people in the sand. It's like, oh, well, this only happens once. Like, no, this happens every once in a while. This does happen every once in a while, and we just kind of have to deal with it every now and then. Either they survive or they don't. Which, you know, and it shows that Deimos isn't like one of those cold-hearted people who literally would just like the whole thing at the front was like, either you are useful or you die, you know? Like, it shows us, like, if you prove that you're useful, we will take the time to come save you. You know, you're not just gonna leave you out there to die. But if you don't, but you gotta prove you're useful first before we even give you that courtesy. And it shows with these characters that, with these NPCs, that he wanted you to go save them, his most capable person. He would risk his most valuable assets to save more valuable assets. And I think that's a pretty good thing. Aha! You wanna fight? Oh right, I forgot. Okay. I remember now. Okay, don't use a reflector here because you're just not gonna need it. Okay. Now, how you want to fight this boss is you want to stay under it as much as possible. But when it's done, you want to get away from it. And I think the attack patterns for this particular mode is random, so you can't just memorize it. But yeah, it shows that Deimos will take the time to save his people, that he does actually care, you know. And you can infer that as like, oh yeah, with Jak, it's like, you know, he takes extra care of him, but this is like one of those like cases like if it was anybody, he would take the time. But when you actually see how he treats Jak, you learn that that's not really the case. Okay, I think. There we go. So now we got 3 minutes to get back to the city. And trust me when I say we are a ways away. Okay guys, I'm gonna need you to move. We're in the sandstorm here. Oh, by the way, that comment about, I know it's a bit late to bring this up, but that comment that Deimos made a while ago about the sand ripping the flesh from your bones, I think sandstorms do actually do that. Because it's just, if you think about it, all sand is just really small chunks of rock. They're very rough, and a sandstorm is blowing those at like maybe 100 miles. Well, not 100 miles, but enough that it's not gonna be pleasant. Okay, I'm probably gonna die here. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, I think I know where I am now. Gonna hang this left. You want to try to avoid drifting as much as possible. That's the one problem with the Wasteland vehicle modes, is that you're on sand physics a lot. Let's get out my way real quick. Oh, I'll be cutting this one close. There we go. There we go. Yes, sure, Daxter, because I don't see Jack. Oh, I do see Jack. This way. Okay, I'll be cutting this real close. I can already tell. There we go. There it is. Cutting it real close. Cutting it real close here. Woo! Made it. Woo! And yeah. At any rate, that's going to be it for Jack 3. At least for this episode, Jack 3 anyway. I've been Anansi. That was a rough ride, and I will catch you later. Deuces!